There's all these arteries going through the brain that carry blood to where they're needed. Now, a brain aneurysm really has to do with like a damaged area in one of these arteries that kind of bulges out, sort of like the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. Now, eventually, the wear and tear on one of these artery walls could result in an opening and blood leaking out. And if there's a rupture, that's not good at all. Around 50% of the time, if someone gets this rupture, they will die. And the majority of the people, that even when they get saved, have some long-lasting disabilities that they just can't fix. Now, there's a variety of reasons that can cause this condition. One of them is just genetics, like if you have a family member that has aneurysms, it increases the chance of you getting it. Another very common cause is high blood pressure, which is considered to be a silent killer because there's no symptoms usually and causes a lot of damage. High cholesterol levels, kidney problems, old age, alcoholism, diabetes all play a role as well. Now here's the thing, a person can actually have an aneurysm for many, many years and not even know about it if it's small. Once it starts getting large and like presses on something and interferes with the whole flow of life and your health, then you're going to notice something. And what do you think the first indicator is going to be? Probably going to be some pain, right? If something's going wrong in your body, so you're going to probably experience a headache. That's one of the first symptoms. Now this pain can extend to the neck as well as to the face area. Apart from the pain, more things can go wrong, like having blurry vision and maybe having trouble talking. Can all be experienced. As the body starts to get sick, the person could experience some nausea and feelings of wanting to vomit. Next, there can be symptoms of confusion, some dizziness, sensitivity to light, maybe some vision problems as well, as the whole brain tries to cope with everything. The person may even experience seizures. Now, a seizure is really when the brain sends out abnormal signals that really change how the body functions. This could be very light shaking, it could be some serious shaking going on, or a person could be conscious or unconscious. It really depends. Now, the very important thing to realize with all these symptoms is, yeah, we all get headaches now and then, but if it gets a little bit strange, the symptoms are, and you'll notice it when something's really, really wrong with your body, I think, and brings about other symptoms, I think it's important to really consider getting it checked out. Speaking of my own experience, when I was a kid, I had appendicitis, and the pain was very, very bad. I had some experience, some really hard symptoms, and I just sort of thought that I'd go away and ignore it. And finally went to the doctor, and the appendix actually burst in me, and it caused all kinds of damage, which could have been prevented if I would have saw a doctor earlier. Now, besides getting normal checkups and seeing a professional if you experience these warning signs, the best thing you can do is prevent this problem in the first place. Since the problem has to do with the cardiovascular system, anything that helps will help with this problem. This can, of course, involve not smoking cigarettes. In fact, some health experts estimate that 70 to 80% of people who get aneurysms smoke currently or used to smoke cigarettes or tobacco. And a great thing, of course, would be to exercise, which is wonderful. Not eat a whole bunch of saturated fats, processed foods, and manage your stress, get a lot of rest. There's also a ton of herbs out there that will really help out with your health and also your cardiovascular system, heart disease and everything. And there's more herbs than you can imagine. Just to throw out some ideas, garlic, such a wonderful one. Hawthorn herb, omega-3 fats, and there's a lot more that you can actually get in a dietary supplement. Now, before you do go out there and start buying a bunch of dietary supplements to really help out with your health and prevent all these diseases, I actually really recommend you get educated about the industry. The reason why is the supplemental world is somewhat similar to the wild, wild west in the United States, meaning that, well, a lot of these companies, there's not too many laws and regulations that really protect consumers from these companies. Sure, there's some, but they're very, very loose, and many times a product can be out there that companies could put whatever they want on the label, but it doesn't mean the product's going to match it. It doesn't mean it's going to be safe. There's a lot of statistics out there from consumer labs about a lot of products that don't match up with their what they see on the label and everything. Now, due to this, I actually created a guide that can really, I feel, can walk someone through the whole process of going out there and buying dietary supplements. Talks about what to look for, what to avoid, various herbal remedies. Talks about what to take for certain ailments, and even some online resources that make things a little bit easier for you. The best thing is completely free. So check it out. All you gotta do is simply click on the link right below the video I made. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this video helped a few people out there, and enjoy the rest of your day.